What's going on, everybody? I'm going to take a look at a couple stocks that I'm looking for to trade next week. Those two stocks are going to be AMD and Apple. I'm going to kind of show you guys what levels I'm actually looking at here. Very, very busy, tough day in the stock market today, starting with the futures being down, 200 points yesterday in the market, on the triple Qs being down about 300 points, 9 points on the Qs, 300 points on the futures. Before we get into the levels here on AMD and Apple, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord link that is down below, and check out my website, evolutiontraders.com. But just getting into AMD here. So Andre from the Discord did put on a nice little trade here on this AMD. I believe he caught the flush through the 5-day moving average into this 153 zone here, where we kind of tagged off of that 10-day moving average. So fantastic trade there for Andre. Trade lasted about 5 to 10 minutes, although it did take a couple hours for that to confirm. But once it confirmed, it really started to flush to the downside for him in a good way. So just taking a look here at AMD, we do have highs here of 161.88. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of draw this trend line here. We do have recent highs here. There's a sneaky little channel over this 158 here. So what I like to do here is, you could see here we closed on the 24th here at around this 158. Today we did come up to this 158, got immediately stuffed and rejected, and then started to roll over. So I'm not going to be bullish on going long on AMD until we can start to get a push over that 158 area. So what I want to see is a push over 158 and then a back test. So I want to see a break and retest. I want to see a hold, and I want to see us pushing higher. I'm a little bit more sell biased on AMD, just due to the fact that today, intraday, we did lose the 5 and the 5-day moving average, and we did come down and tag the 10-day moving average. It was off of the daily 10-day moving average. Bulls stepped in and immediately bought that back up, and we actually closed over the 5-day moving average. So there's a lot of things going on here with the stock market. This was a holiday week. There was low volume, not a lot of trading activity coming from the institutions, hedge funds, big time traders, so forth and so forth. The market has been running at all-time highs. We do know that the market needs a pullback. A lot of us keep saying that. A lot of us know that we do need a healthy pullback, and then when we get that healthy pullback and that move starts to come, all of a sudden it's too much. We do have news about this new strain of COVID. We did have China news that came out last night as well. We are talking about possible limiting of the travel in and out of Africa, or something along that. I believe us, Canada, and the UK are going to start that limitation on Monday. So there's a lot of uncertainty in the market. And anytime there's uncertainty in the market kind of pulls back. A lot of people take their chips off of the table. So we really have to get into next week and kind of see the price action, where where everyone's head is at, to see, is this market, was this pullback that we had today significant enough, or is there going to be continued downside pressure? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be extremely patient next week. I'm not really going to look to force any trades. If that means I have to sit out 1-2 days next week where I don't put on any trades because these levels are kind of chopping around and don't confirm, then so be it. So the level that I'm looking for here on AMD is 152.38. I'm just going to use whole numbers for this video just to make it a little bit simple. This 152 area, if we lose that, this is going to be losing the 10-day moving average. So I'm really not looking to put on any day trades if we lose the 5-day moving average again, just because if we lose the 5 and the 10-day moving average are so close to each other that it's going to get extremely choppy. We might lose the 5-day moving average, spike down, pop back up, spike down, pop back up. And I trade options. It's not good for the P&L. It's not good for the emotional watching of the chart, just watching this thing kind of bounce around. So I want to see it lose the 10-day moving average for the short term. If we do start to lose the 10-day moving average on AMD, we are going to have some levels down here between 140, 149, and around this 147 area. The 20-day moving average is 144. So if the market does really want to get drastic with this pullback, and it does want to yank everything into the 20-period moving average, then that price would be 144. All I'm looking for here is a quick scalp, a flush below 152, kind of ride that out. And depending on how the market is reacting will depend on how long I hold this trade. The next stock that I want to take a look at here is Apple. If we do take a look at Apple, this is the first close back into the channel here under the 10-day moving average. I will not be bullish on Apple until we start reclaiming this $160 area here. So let me go ahead and put a trend line here. I'm not going to be too bullish on Apple until we start claiming that 161. From that 160, 161 area, we do have room up to this 162 and a half. And then obviously anything over 162 could start making a push towards all-time highs again. So first close underneath the 5-day moving average. Apple did come down here and tag its 10-day on the daily. So a couple of levels that I'm looking for here on Apple. If we lose 156, okay, that would be the first loss of the 10-day moving average. And if we believe that stocks are going to trade from supply to supply and demand to demand, you can expect that Apple's going to come down here and tag this 154 area. Again, the 154 area is going to be the 20-day moving average. We could possibly chop around in between there. It could be a slow fade or a fade that comes 1-2 candles. And then we're next to, we're down at 154, 153. Anything below 154, this 153 is going to be the Bollinger Band here. And then from there, we do have support around this 150. Okay, so if Apple was to lose this 150 structure here, okay, which I don't really think is going to happen here, just depends on the market, depends on how bad the fears are. If the market continues to pull in, I could possibly see Apple pulling into 150 and still being okay for this next push higher into the 160, 165, 170, 175. But just playing it from a short-term perspective and just talking about next week only, what I am looking for next week only is a flush below 156. That's the play on Apple that I'm looking for. Quick day trade, quick scalp. That is the level I'm going to have marked out on my chart. 156.36 is the area I'm looking to get short there. Really not looking to get long unless we take this over 160 and a half. I hope that helps, guys. Please subscribe to the Discord. Do me a favor, like this video by giving it a thumbs up. It would really help me get my channel out to more people, and also hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys all in the next video.